And in that seat, just feel comfortable. Don't feel as though you have to sit a certain way or look a certain way. You can lie down if you want to lie down. Maybe you want to lie in your stomach. You can lie in your stomach. If it feels right for you, you can gently close the eyes. Feel the breath enter through the nose. Maybe follow it into your body, your vessel. Does it go to your stomach? Does it go to your chest? Let the breath go. Maybe your next breath, if you haven't done this already, bring the mantra Om into the breath. You can say it to yourself, or maybe you say it out loud on your exhale. The sound of Om is said to be the primordial sound of the universe. And with sound, there's a vibration. So maybe notice if you're saying it out loud, or as you inhale it in the breath, if you notice just a little reverberation. And if you don't, that's okay. Now we'll chant 3 Oms together, and then we'll just sit for just a few more moments. So we'll exhale, we'll inhale, and exhale. Om. And inhale, exhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Whatever we chant is the linguistic form of Om. What we chant is a useful pointer and indicator, but the real Om we must experience. Shri Brahmananda Saraswati. So as we inhale and exhale throughout the next hour together, let's bring that Om in as much as feels right for us and see if we can experience that Om in the shapes and the movements. On your next exhale, feel those sit bones grounding into the earth, and then begin to roll the neck around. Moving one direction and then another, maybe just doing half circles, but finding some movement. And drop those shoulders down. Maybe as if the elbows were pulling the shoulders down to kind of lengthen the sides of the neck. And then let's nod the head, yes. Chin to chest, and get that head way back. Chin way to the sky, down and up. And then bring the head to stillness. Let's bring the arms up above the head. Maybe inhale to do so. Yeah, let's clasp our hands together. Just gonna roll our wrists up above our heads. Kind of warming up the arms and the shoulders. You can bring the hands kind of in front of the face, maybe behind the head. Getting that motion in the shoulders, movement in the wrists. And then let's exhale, float the hands down, maybe as if you were pressing down like a button. We just watched Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom, and like as if you're like pressing down that booby trap into the stone, like give some resistance. And let's inhale, lift the arms up. Nice. And then exhale, resist, push down that booby trap. Down, down, down. And then rest the hands at the bottom. Reach the fingertips to the ground. Let's roll the neck again. Nice, guys. Now bring that head to still. Bring the left arm behind the back. And then grab the left hand with the right hand. So interlace those hands again. And then let's look over the shoulder where those hands are held on the hip. So if your hands are at your right hip, look over that right shoulder. Maybe open up those shoulders back and glance over, maybe feeling that left side of the neck stretch. Maybe exhale the mantra Om. Breathe in. Exhale Om. Now let's bring those hands over to the other side. You can pause with the hands behind the back. Maybe reach them back, opening the shoulders up, and then switch to the other hip. So they're kind of hanging out on that side body, and maybe behind the back, and look over the left shoulder. And breathe in and out over that opposite shoulder. Yeah, good job, guys. Really nice. And this is something that we can do at our desks during the day. Opening up the chest and the neck. Exhale out and Om. Then bring the chin back to the middle, release the hands. Maybe bring them behind the back, then sweep them up. Maybe reach side to side, moving at your own. And now any wiggles or movements that might just feel right for your body on this Saturday morning, move through those movements, moving with the breath. And let's meet on our backs. So get situated on your back and let's draw the knees into the chest when we do. So make it over the back, knees drawn in. Let's rock side to side. And then you can either lengthen those legs or you can keep them bent. But let's slowly, with control, draw the low belly in. And then we'll exhale to let those knees rock over to the right and come over to that right side. The legs can be long or they can be bent. And we'll offer a little side twist. Your next exhale, maybe bring an Om into the exhale. And then bring those knees across the middle. Pause at the middle with the knees towards the sky and then exhale to drop them over to the left. You can bring your arms out like a T or maybe rest them on the legs or the side body or reach up towards the front of the mat. And now let's exhale, bring those knees through the middle, right over to the right side. Touch down for just a breath. Exhale through the middle, over to the left. And let's just do that, but bring your awareness to that low belly and rock side to side. With control, warming up this core. Maybe the legs shake just a little bit if they're long. Those hands out like a T to support us as we move side to side. And now next time you come through the middle, whichever side you come from, pause with your feet towards the sky. Wiggle those shoulders so they're flat on the floor, the back is flat on the floor. Now bring those arms up to kind of reach the fingertips towards the toes, point the toes towards the hands, towards those fingers, and just lift the upper body, the upper back off the ground, reaching for the sky, going straight up, not reaching for the toes, but just reaching straight up. Engage the stomach to the spine to the floor. Shoulder blades are lifted. Let's just pause here. Maybe you let those heels float just a little bit towards the ground, but you keep the back on the floor. Breathe in. And now with control, keep the feet kind of at an angle, the legs at an angle, lower down the shoulder blades. And now bend those knees in. Exhale, drop the feet to the ground, soles come together. Let's lie here in a reclined butterfly. And let that movement settle into the body. And then we'll reset here in our reclined butterfly. We can inhale and exhale. Om. Inhaling and exhaling. Om. And maybe as we exhale Om, we might just think that this frequency, this vibration is all around us and we're all connected through the sound of Om and its vibration. Now we'll exhale, bring the soles of the feet to the ground. Let's roll over to one side. And now let's meet in a standing position. But let's move through any wiggles or movements that we need to get there. So we'll meet there together, but however you get there is your choice. Planes, trains, or automobiles. Just make your way up to the front of your mat. We'll meet in standing in our mountain pose. Making sure that if we have a block, our block is at the corner of the mat, kind of ready for action. And let's ground those feet into the ground. And maybe plant them as if somebody were to come up and kind of push on your back or your side, that you could stay standing, that you're going to have your balance. So find that balance in the standing mountain pose. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Maybe close the eyes. Let out a sigh. And then we'll inhale, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Bend those knees, find the flat back. Maybe the hands come to the thighs. Exhale, fold forward. Nice. Let's inhale back to plank pose. You can lower the knees. You can keep the knees lifted and the hips high. Plank pose, Palakasana. You can come onto the tops of the feet if you want, like we did a couple weeks ago, or maybe you come onto the toes. And we'll exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Good, guys. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in. Exhale. And now settle into your downward facing dog. 4 more breaths. Maybe finding Om. And as we Om, any movements, bending the knees, maybe the elbows. Really feeling the strength in this shape and that connection to all of us in this room. This collective movement, collective Om. And now inhale, look up at the hands. Let's walk our feet towards the hands. Little baby steps. Feet towards the hands, maybe coming onto the fingertips as we get closer. And then bend the knees, roll the shoulders back as we find a flat back. And we'll fold again, exhale. Now bend the knees, we'll rise to stand again. Tadasana, mountain pose, exhale. Nice, feel the breath in the body. Maybe know that the Om is riding on the breath. Feel the heart beating in the chest. And we'll inhale, rise up to the sky with the hands. Exhale, fold it forward. Uttanasana. Yeah, inhale, flat back with the chest, the crown, the head reaches forward, the sits bones reach back, back stretches. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, back to Palakasana, plank pose. And now from here, maybe we just rock back and forth. Warming at those shoulders, keep that belly button drawn into the spine. Breathe in and out. And now let's exhale, find some stillness. Pause here. Roll over to the left side of the foot. The right arm reaches up for sky. A little Vashisthasana, side plank. That left knee can plant, send the hips forward. Let's be here for 2 more breaths. Any variation with that upper arm and that lower leg. And then exhale, sweep that right hand down to the ground, back to our plank pose. Let's lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, lifting that heart, shine it forward. Shoulder blades drop down. Nice job, guys. Breathe in. And now let's exhale, find our plank pose. We curl the toes, lift the hips, and rise up to plank. Breathe in. On an exhale, roll to the right side. Vashisthasana on the right. Any variation with that left arm, that right knee can come down to the ground. Exhale, the left hand comes down, back to plank pose, breathe in. And now, yogi's choice. You can go right back to downward facing dog. You can move through a vinyasa. Your cobra or upward facing dog. And then in downward facing dog, connect to that om. Maybe you connect to om in a child's pose, or maybe in a downward facing dog. So 5 breaths, child's pose, or downward facing dog. Really be true to how you can feel into your breath and into your being. Our last breath. If you're in child's pose, let's lift up to downward facing dog. If you're in downward facing dog, glance up with the hands, and then let's rock forward, kind of in plank, but bring that right knee to the right elbow. And then let's go back to downward facing dog, that right leg high to the sky. Yep, you got it. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Let's pause there. And then send that right leg high to the sky. And now exhale, lower that right foot down. Be here for a couple of breaths. You can melt down into child's pose, or you can stay in downward facing dog. Now inhale that left leg to sky. Now rock it forward, left knee to left elbow. And then send the left leg to sky again. And then exhale, knee to elbow. And now reach that left foot to the sky, nice and high, breathe in. Now exhale, lower the left foot down. When the feet get planted on the ground, let's step the right foot forward between the hands. The left hand can come to a block or the floor, and the inside of the foot, reach the right hand to sky. Pavrita Parsvakonasana, nice, inhale. Option to keep the hands static, reaching for the sky. Maybe you bring the arm in front and down, and you can open up the shoulder. Maybe you bring it behind the back and you find that left hip, a little kind of bind, opening the chest. Let's exhale, release any tension. Inhale. Maybe close the eyes, exhale. Om. Reach that right arm to sky if it's not there already. Now pause here, ground into that right front foot. You can let go of that left hand on the block. Maybe you rise up, coming into a revolved half moon, the left leg to sky. Right hand to, left leg to sky, right hand to sky, left hand on a block or the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. And let's exhale, bring that right hand to the ground. Maybe the hips come parallel, the heart's parallel with the floor. We find ourselves in a standing split. Right foot down, hands down, left foot to sky. Now exhale, bring that left foot back. And we'll rise up to crescent just for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Nice. Now fold it forward. Frame the foot, step it back. Plank pose, Palakasana. Yeah, exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Now let's exhale back to downward facing dog. One breath, inhale. Now exhale, roll it forward, lower down the knees. Now rock the hands far, far, far. Or puppy pose, heart to the floor, sits bones to the sky. You can lift those forearms, you can keep them down on the ground. You can notice the beating of your heart, the breath in the body. Exhale, Om. Om. Let's inhale. Now exhale, glance up with the hands, bring the hands towards the knees just a little bit, bringing them in so you can curl the toes under. Exhale, hips come up, downward facing dog. Heart reaching for the thighs. We'll inhale, step the left foot forward this time. The right hand comes on the inside of the foot. And you can bring it to a block or to the ground. And then sweep that left arm up for sky whenever you're ready. Finding that revolved side angle on the other side is twist. Maybe you bring a shoulder opener in as you rotate the arm around and bring that left hand to the right hip. Opening the heart and the chest, keeping the feet grounded to the earth. And now let's inhale to bring that left hand to sky. You can bring that heart to hover over the thigh to kind of get set. The left hand is maybe out to the side, ground in that left front foot. And then that block comes wherever you need it to be as we twist open to our revolved half moon. The right leg lifts up, left arm reaches for sky. Now the right leg can be down. It doesn't have to be high. If you can, try to lift up out of that left hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now exhale, bring that left hand down to the floor. The heart may be parallel with the top of the thigh. Find that standing split so right foot is high. And now exhale, bring that right knee towards the left knee and then ground that right foot next to the left. Sit back into your chair pose. Couple breaths. Any variation with those hands. Inhale. Exhale. Another deep breath in. Exhale, bring those arms out like a T. Grind into that right foot. Step into the right foot. Send that left foot back. And let your heart soar. Virabhadrasana 3. Inhale. Let's exhale, bring those hands kind of towards each other behind the back. They can touch, or maybe they're apart, but reach those fingertips back towards the heel. Flex the left foot. Heart hovers the crown of the head, reaching forward. Let's breathe in. Now exhale, bend that knee. Step that left foot down to the ground. Let's rise up again. Crescent lunge, Asana Chandrasana. Nice job, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, sweep those hands down towards the ground. Fingertips reach to the ground. The shoulders depressed down the back. Let's ground into that right foot. Hinge forward. Bring the left foot forward. Back to chair pose. Exhale. You can sit down a lot. Maybe you're sitting higher in your chair with those hands at the heart, or maybe hands out at the side. Let's ground the feet, and we'll twist over to the right this time. Make sure those knees are side by side. And then maybe you have your arms at an angle, kind of to do, maybe you want to flex the back a little bit, or maybe the spine is straighter with the arms reaching forward and back. So any variation of your twist, guys. And now exhale, bring that heart through the middle. Let's pause here. And then exhale, go over to the left. Exhale, inhale. And now exhale back to the middle, heart shines forward. Ground that left foot. Lift up into the sky with the back, with the hips. Send the right foot back and let's soar, reaching our arms forward this time in front. Or if you want to bring them back, you can. But maybe a different direction than last time. Flex that back foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale. And now bring those hands to the ground in front. Kind of the foot and the hands are down. Now step that right foot back. Inhale up. Crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale. Let the breath go. Reach that right heel down so the front of that right leg really opens. Breathe in. Exhale. Side. Fold it forward. Frame the foot. Step the left foot back. Palakasana. Now we'll meet in a child's pose. If you want to move through your vinyasa to lower down and lift up, you can, but find yourself in balasana. And when you get there, notice that beating of the heart in the chest. Maybe you feel the connection to the earth. And perhaps bring the mantra Om into the breath, into the vibration, into the beating of your heart. Bringing the awareness to that mantra. Inhale. Exhale. Let the breath go. Let it flow in through the mouth or through the nose and out the body. One more breath in. Now exhale, come into our tabletop. Now in our tabletop, we're just gonna roll right onto our backs. We're gonna make our way to our backs again. Now on our backs, let's bring the entire spine to the ground, feet high to the sky. Yep, nice. And now let's bring our fingertips to reach for the sky as well. Angle those feet kind of long or at an angle, the legs are long, and lift the upper back off the ground. The low belly is drawn to the back to the floor. Just glance up at the sky. Easy on the neck, shoulder blades lift, breathe in. And now let's exhale, bring the arms out to the side, but keep that upper back lifted. Breathe in. Yeah. Maybe those heels lower a little more, but keep the low back on the ground. If the low back starts to come off the ground, bring those toes and heels back towards the sky a little more. One more breath. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. The upper back comes to the ground. And then rock side to side. Nice. With that left knee drawn in, send the right leg nice and long. Find the toe with the big toe, or the toe with the pinky, toe with the peace fingers, the first and second finger, and then extend it as long as you can. You need to keep that leg bent, bend it, or extend it out. And then we're gonna let it drop out to the side, bending the knee as much as we need to. We can bring that right foot to the ground if that feels better on the back. But we're just dropping the left leg open. And as we do, maybe close the eyes and feel the back body connecting to Mother Earth. The beating of the heart in the back of the body. And we'll exhale, bring that left leg to the middle, release the toe, draw the knee in, and then send that foot to the ground and bring the right knee into the chest. Find the big toe with the first and second finger, extend the leg long, or maybe the knee is bent, and we're gonna let it drop out to the side. The left leg can be bent or can be flat on the ground. Maybe feel the beating of the heart into the floor. Breathe in. And now exhale, bring that foot back to the middle. The leg is long, release the foot, bring both feet together, arms out like a T. And now either bending the knees or the legs nice and long, let them fall out to the side. Feel the low belly working as we move those legs out to the side. Pause with the legs at the side. Then exhale, bring them through the middle, over to the left. Those hands are there to support us. Keep that low belly drawn in, side body's active. And now bring them through the middle, now over to the right. And as soon as you get them over to the right, we're gonna draw them through the middle again, over to the left. Yes, and now back through the middle, toes to the sky, feet to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the feet to the ground, and pause. Let the breath go, let the back relax, let the core soften. And then exhale, bring the low back to the ground, the feet to the ground. Let's set up for our bridge pose. From here, make sure the feet are nice and stable. And then exhale, drive those glutes up to the sky. And we'll pause with the glutes pressing hips to the sky, and then lower. And then exhale, drive up. Good, inhale, lower. Exhale, hips to the sky. Let's pause with the hips lifted and you shimmy the shoulders underneath the shoulder blades or the chest. And now bend that right knee in to the chest, extend the right leg to sky, flex the foot towards the face. Hips lift, breathe in. Now exhale, bend that knee, bring the foot back to the ground, lower down. Exhale, press those glutes up, hips lift, draw the left knee into the chest, and then extend that leg to sky. Flex the foot towards the face. Keep that right leg active as we keep the hips lifted to the sky. Inhale. Now exhale, bend the knee, bring the foot back to the earth, lower everything down. Maybe you bring the legs long with the arms above the head. Pause in savasana for a breath or two. Notice the om in the breath. Exhale. And rolling over to one side, making our way to tabletop. Kneading in our tabletop with shoulders right over those wrists and the knees underneath the hips. You want to tap those tops of the feet to the ground or bring the toes to the ground and kind of rock forward and back to stretch your backs of those feet open, the bottoms of the feet open, you can. And now find some stability here. We're going to ground the left knee, the hands to the earth, and lift the right leg out to the side. And then just bring that knee back in, but hover it in. Don't let it touch that ground. Inhale, that knee comes out to the side. And then back down. Inhale, the right knee out to the side. The core is strong. Pause with the leg out. You can extend the leg out if you want to do that, or keep the knee bent. And then bring it back in. Bend the knee to the ground. Sit back, child's pose. Reach those arms forward, forward, forward on the floor. And then inhale back to child's pose. Knees plant, hands plant. And now bring that left leg out to the side as if you're lifting it on a box. And then draw it back in. Inhale out to the side. Bring it back in. Inhale out to the side. You can extend that leg long this time. And we'll pause there in some stillness. Maybe feeling the body shake. Imagining that we're prana moving through the body. The leg is straight, bend the knee, bring the knee back into the middle. This time we're going to find downward facing dog, lifting the hips, curling those toes underneath the heels, come to the ground. 5 breaths here, guys. Breathing in and out. Maybe closing the eyes as we breathe, directing our breath towards the hips. Maybe we walk the feet a little closer to the hands, but feel your downward facing dog and visualize it in your mind's eye. Deep breath in. Exhale. And now inhale, stepping our right foot forward. Ground that right foot. Pivot the left heel down. Now switch that left hand back towards the foot and then rise up. We can straighten and then bend that front leg. Arms reaching from long or short edge to short edge. Virabhadrasana 2. Yep. Nice. Feel the feet ground. Really good, guys. Breathe in. And then exhale. So that left hand back, the right arm reaches for sky. Maybe it's up or maybe it comes behind the back and finds that left hip. But shine the heart as open as you can with that shoulder back and open. Breathe in. Exhale. Bring the right hand to sky if it's not there already. And then back to reach those fingertips from short edge to short edge. Press over that front middle finger. Bend that right leg as much as you want. Maybe you lift that right heel off the ground. We'll be here for 3 breaths. Inside. That heel is lifted. Lower that heel. Bring the hands to the hips. Pivot the right foot towards the long edge. Ground through the feet. Feel that hip settle. Open the arms out to the side. And now let's exhale. Side lunge over to the left. Maybe that right foot, the toes come to the sky or it can be flat. Any variation with the arms. Let's just pause at this left side for a breath or 2. Nice, guys. And now exhale, come back to the middle. Let's pivot that right foot towards the short edge and then open up the arms to warrior 2. Once again, breathe in. Exhale. And then exhale, bring that elbow to the top of that thigh, reach the left arm up, or maybe the Arm hovers in front of that bent leg. Maybe you feel the Om in your space. Exhale. On your next exhale, rise up back to warrior two. Bend that knee, settle into the hips, settle into that back leg as you press the left edge of that foot into the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come to the hips, pivot that right foot towards the long edge. Pause there for a breath, roll the shoulders up, back and down. And then we'll exhale, roll over to the left for our side lunge. Now, any variation with the hands. Maybe you want to fold over into the side lunge with arms to the sky. Maybe you want to just kind of hover. Let the pose really speak to you. Really relate to this pose, like make it your friend. What's it going to tell you today? Breathe in. And now wherever you are, let's kind of lift the heart just a little bit. So we're kind of lifted up out of the side lunge. Now bring that foot, that right foot towards the left leg. And then ground in that left foot. And as you ground, lift that right foot up and bring that knee to the side. So we're on one leg now. Nice, really good. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh. Now release those hands. And just like we just did on our back, find the big toe with the peace fingers. And then whether the leg is bent or it's long and straight, try to just send it out in front. Maybe the hand is on the calf. We're on that strong standing left leg. We're just going to extend hand to big toe or hand to knee maybe. Breathe in. And now let's bend that knee. Bring the foot to the side of the leg. Open it up into our tree pose. Maybe you want to come into a flying pigeon. So maybe you rest that ankle or that knee just above, or the leg just above the knee. So tree or flying pigeon. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. Feel the Om in your space. Feel connected to each one of us on the screen. Anyone else in the world that is chanting Om, that interconnectedness. Now on an exhale, if you're in tree, bring that knee towards the middle and lower the foot. If you're in flying pigeon, bring the foot to the thigh or the leg, bring the knee in. Exhale, Tadasana, guys. Close the eyes. Breathing in and out. Let's inhale, reach the hands for sky. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale up to a flat back, reach the head forward. Sits bones back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, both feet go back for a plank pose. Maybe you lower the feet down. Yes, good. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Let's pause in our upward facing dog or cobra. And sometimes I like to just kind of like rock back and forth, side to side. Because the thighs may be lifted. Maybe you lift the feet up and extend them back even further, opening up those hip flexors a little more. And then we'll exhale back, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Lifting those sits bones to the sky. Maybe the heels towards the earth, or maybe they're lifted. Let's be here for 5 nice breaths, or maybe we come into child's pose. In the Shiva Swaradhyaya, there's a little story, and it says, in this universe, who is the greatest friend of man? Shiva replies, Prana is the greatest friend. Prana is the greatest companion. O fair one, there is no closer friend in this universe than Prana. And Prana is the vehicle for Om. Let's step that left foot forward, pivot that right heel down, and rise up into warrior two. And now find your greatest friend, find that prana, find your energy in this shape. And make this shape and all that it offers your friend. Feel into the shape. Exhale, let the breath go. Bring that right hand to that left hip. You can reach the hand to sky. Breathing in and out. Feel the om on the breath. And now exhale, bring that hand, the left hand towards the inside of that leg, and we can rest the elbow on top of the thigh, right arm up or behind. Really nice, guys. Feel the beating of the heart in your chest, the breath in the body. And now exhale, arms out nice and long. Let's feel into the shape for just 2 more breaths. You can lift that left heel if you want. The right pinky edge side of the back foot grounding down. And now exhale, hands come down, heel comes down, pivot that left foot to the long edge, and then exhale over towards the right side for a side lunge, any variation with the arms. You can come behind you, and you can kind of fold, kind of a wide-legged forward fold, skandasana hybrid. Maybe you close the eyes, and you feel Om in communion with your energy. And let's exhale back to the middle. Let's find a wide-legged stance just for a breath so you can ground the feet. Let the energy go out through the fingertips, a wide-legged mountain pose. And let's exhale, sink right back into side lunge. Any variation with the hands, maybe you're folded over, you can bring the foot to the sky or lower it down. Then inhale, lifting the heart. So we can bring that left foot close, close, close towards the right leg. Now ground into that right leg. And then when you're ready, shift all the way into that standing right leg so you can stand with the knee up. And then find the big toe with those 2 fingers, maybe the ankle or the calf. And let's extend that leg nice and long. Draw that belly button in. Nice, guys. Now when you're ready, maybe you find your tree pose. Foot on the inside of the thigh or the calf. Maybe you find some freedom in pigeon. Wherever you're at, maybe connect with some Oms. Let it vibrate with your prana, your energy. And know that that vibration is melding with all the vibrations of those around us. With that frequency of Om. Two more breaths. Exhale to begin to stand straight on that standing leg if you're in pigeon. If you're in tree, bring that knee in, lower the foot down. And we'll find mountain pose. Let's close our eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. And releasing the hands to the side if they were in prayer. Let the palms float open, maybe facing towards the front, the same direction as our hearts. Bend the knees, reach the arms up to sky. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Let's inhale, step back to downward facing dog. One final downward facing dog. Let's breathe in, ground the feet. And now let's just sway the hips to the right and then sway them to the left. And then back and forth, just swaying the hips in downward facing dog. And now bring the hips to the middle, lower down the knees, walk the hands towards the knees, and let's come into a seated position. Nice, guys, and there's no rush to get there. You bring your feet out in front, or you can bring that left heel kind of under that right glute, and then maybe you bring the right foot on the inside towards the shin, or you can cross it over that left leg. So we're in a seated or new seated twist, but you can also keep that left leg long and the right foot to the ground. So really see where the prana takes you. Where does your energy guide you? Maybe you have your hands on your shin. We'll reach that right arm back and just twist towards the right. Exhale when you do. So whether your feet are kind of twisted, opening up towards the back. And then exhale, bring the heart and the hand back towards the middle, shining forward. Let's untangle those legs. Bring the feet together in a seated butterfly. With the soles of the feet together, let's walk the hands back and just dip that head back. Chest high. Let that throat open towards the sky, chin to the ceiling. And then relax. Exhale, chin towards the chest. Walk the hands towards the hips. And now maybe we send the right leg long, the left leg crosses over, the left foot crosses over, or in the middle, or the right heel towards the left glute. Hands on that left knee. Inhale, extending nice and long through the crown of the head, and we'll exhale to twist towards the left. Maybe closing the eyes in this twist. And then exhale, bring the chin, the heart back towards the middle. Sliding over that knee, let's send our legs long. And now you can keep your legs straight together, feet together, and we'll just kind of fold over, leaning that heart towards the knees, and maybe you want to bring your feet wide. Just imagine just kind of flopping over your legs. The spine can be straight or it can be curved. We're just slowing down the beating of our hearts. We're not even worried with where we feel the shape, just slowing the breath in the heart. And now let's slowly bring those shoulders over the hips. If the feet were wide, bring them together. Maybe the feet come to the ground and we can roll those knees over to one side, roll down onto the side body, and then make our way to our backs. If there's any shape that your energy, that prana is seeking, anything we didn't get to, bring that into your practice. Otherwise, come into your savasana. And close the eyes. And in support of sinking into a restful position, maybe inhaling for 4 and exhaling for Om, 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 Om. Inhale. And then a steady exhale for a little longer. For Om, Om, Om. Inhale. Steady exhale, really melting into the floor. And letting go of any effort to breathe with awareness. I'm going to chant 3 Oms and just let it be in your space. Let the cells of your body hear and feel the vibration of Om. Just like we can feel the vibration of a drum beat. Let the throat relax and the shoulders settle into the earth. Stomach softens. The backs of the legs and the soles of the feet, the space between the toes. The wrists, the soft part between the thumb and the index finger relaxes. You did it, you're here. You've come so far. Just allow yourself to rest. Just giving yourself permission to rest. If your mind wanders, maybe bring it back to the mantra Om. Chanting Om with each exhale. Inhaling the Om on the prana and exhaling Om. If you feel energy building up in the body, perhaps release with an exhale, sigh. Now you're welcome to remain on your backs. If you'd like to slowly and mindfully come to a seated position, we're just going to close with some Oms. So it's completely your choice. There's no better or more spiritual way to close. It's what feels right for your body and your space in this moment. If you did sit, find that breath again. In this new shape, feel the prana in bent legs and sits bones with weight on them again. Feel the beating of your heart in your chest. Let's inhale and exhale. Just joining our breath. Inhale, exhale. And whenever you're ready, we can inhale, exhale. Om. Just on your own pace, just some rolling Oms, knowing that we're all chanting in our hearts or out loud together, just whenever is right with your breath and your prana. Om. After your next Om, let's just pause in silence. Scan your body from toes to head. Noticing your prana, your energy. Feel the Om vibrating in your energy. Bring your hands to your heart or leave them wherever they are. We'll exhale and inhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om